Hey guys, it's the Fly Natural here, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're not. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you are new and not yet subscribed, make sure you do yourself a favor and join the family by hitting that subscribe button, because I guarantee if you have good taste, you will definitely like it here. Okay. All right, y'all. It is June 1st, and y'all know what that means. It's time for another monthly recap. So we will be recapping the month of May for me. So if you guys are interested in seeing how my May went, stay tuned. All right, y'all. So as far as the month of May went, we had some good and we had some bad. Overall, I feel like this was an okay month for me. I didn't get the main goals that I wanted initially for that month met, but I met a bunch of different goals that I didn't even know were goals. So let's just get into it. So the one goal that I met for this month were my fitness goals. Every one of my fitness goals I met. I was doing my walking 45 minutes to an hour 3 times a week. I actually surpassed that. I was walking like every day, and I was able to fit it back into my routine. So I love that for me. I was doing my daily Pilates and my daily yoga lessons. And then I actually took a Pilates class this month, or for the month of May as well. That was awesome. I love that. So yeah, I hit all of my fitness goals. I'm definitely seeing a difference in my body. If you guys have been following like my fitness journey or watching my vlogs, you know that I've been on a weight loss journey. I've lost 35-ish pounds so far, and then I kind of went up after my birthday because I went crazy for my birthday, and then I had to get myself back into the groove. So this month was a really great month for me as far as fitness, getting back on track with my fitness goals and everything. So it was a really great month for my fitness goals. Another goal that I met, but this was a goal that I didn't necessarily know that I had, but it was a goal of me to become more social. And not just social, like, hey, meeting new people, hanging out, clubbing, turning up, nothing like that. But I really wanted to network, because my goal is to surround myself with like-minded people, people that are focused on growing their businesses, creating content, being great parents, and living their life to their fullest and fullest ability. So my goal is to surround myself with people that, you know, have those same goals in mind. And I feel like this month I met a lot of great people. I got out of the house more. Well, I've been getting out of the house more, but this month I met a lot of great people from a lot of local networking events that I have been going to, and it's been amazing. Exploring my city and learning more about the different businesses and creators and creatives that we have here was a goal of mine, but I didn't know it was that important to me until I started meeting these new people and realizing, like, wow, there's a lot of talent that comes right here in my city. It's a lot that goes on right here in my city. So that was a goal of mine that I made. All right, y'all, so this next goal I had, like I said, I didn't even know that it was a goal of mine, but it kind of ties into the previous goal. But I got to explore my city more. Now, if y'all don't know, I am from Detroit, East Side, born and raised. I moved to Ohio when I went to school, lived there for a couple of years, came back, went to flight attendant training, lived in St. Louis for a little while, came back and stayed back in Detroit for a few years. Then I moved to Virginia, then recently came back, and I feel like I was just so out of touch with my city, and I didn't know it was so much around. So I just wanted to get more involved with certain things that interest me, like certain neighborhood events, community events, Pilates, and different things like this. And it just sent me down a rabbit hole to where now my Instagram algorithm tells me about all of the newest things that are happening in my city, whether it's like restaurants or community events or pop-up shops or anything like that. Like, I have a full itinerary every time I go on Instagram of things that I can do in Detroit, and I've really enjoyed exploring my city more, getting to know more of the talent that is in my city more, because I felt like I was out of touch, and this is just bringing me back to like home. And I really feel like that was important to me and grounding me and giving me like a sense of just belonging and acknowledging where I come from, because as y'all know, I'm about to leave the city again. I love where I'm from, but I just don't feel like this is where I need to be right now. And So me getting back into the city, getting to know different events, different community events, different workshops, different talent, small businesses that are here from my city, I love it. I love it. And like I said, I'm a small business owner too. And with me being a small business owner from Detroit and connecting with other small business owners from Detroit, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like winning from people that's from your city. You understand? It's a little bit different. And the next goal that I met that I felt like is very, very important to me as a woman and as a mother was to create more communication with my kids. Now, I do a really good job at communicating with my kids. I talk to them. I let them know that it's safe for them to ask questions. If they don't understand anything, I teach them authority. I teach them the manners, stuff like that. But when I meant like communication, I wanted to communicate with them more on a level of understanding. Now, from a parent's point of view, it's hard to try to communicate with a toddler, or it's hard to communicate with a child because they have a lot of, they don't know a lot. They're confused a lot and they're ruled strictly by emotions. And especially I have 3 daughters. So when it comes to my daughters, I'm teaching them how to communicate with their words, not necessarily with their emotions. I'm teaching them to communicate what it is that they want, what it is that they need, what it is that they feel confidently and clearly. And I have been working up to different ways, like ever since they were little babies up until like now. I've been working on ways to better just get them to be strong-minded, clear communicators like their mother, and which I'm learning that more and more every day. But that was a really big goal of mine. The way my daughters express themselves to me and to others, chef's kiss. It just lets me know that I've been putting in the work and doing what I have to do, because my babies, they impress me every day. They're amazing, amazing young girls, and I love them so much. I can't wait to see the terrific women they're gonna grow into, because I feel like parenting is hard. It is, but you got to put that work in if you want to see those results. Now, you can't control everything that your child does, but you have to know that if you instill those values into them, you did your job. So that's what I'm doing my job. I'm trying to be the best mother and woman that I can be for my girls. So yeah. Now, we did have some downfalls in the month of May. Now, the month of May was supposed to be money-making May for me. I was supposed to stick to a strict budget, not do any extra spending, and save more money. That is not what happened. I got outside this whole month. The weather was good. I was out with my daughters. We were at different events. Like I said, I went to the Detroit Potluck. I took them to the park, Zap Zone, the zoo, carnivals. Well, not the zoo, not yet. We're going to the zoo. I'm excited for that. But I took them to carnivals and different little events and stuff. Like, I didn't save as much as I would like to, but I did meet my savings goal. But I didn't save as much as I would like to, because I got out with my girls. But I do not regret it, because everything that I did was for the betterment of us, and it's worth it. The money will come back. I'm trying to let go of this scarcity mindset that I have when it comes to money, but I'm also trying to be responsible and realizing that money does come back, but you got to be mindful of what you spend it on. But I don't regret the decisions that I made financially, because I didn't spend a ton, but I was supposed to stick to a strict budget and not eat out and not, spend money on extra things, and I did that. But it's okay, because I didn't do bad, but I just didn't do what I wanted to do. Now, this next goal, y'all probably gonna be like, girl, what is wrong with you? This goal has been on my freaking list since last year, and I still haven't accomplished it yet. Well, that's a lie. I did accomplish it once, but I'm supposed to read a book. Every month I'm supposed to read a new book, and I have not done that for like 3 months in a row. Don't know what it is. I have a book in mind, but I never set time aside to read it. So that is the goal, another goal that I have for the month of June, but we're actually gonna get it done for this month of June. And another thing that I did this month that I really shied away from was being on social media. And doom scrolling and getting sucked into all the wormholes that is TikTok or Instagram. it really had a hold on me this month. Not as bad, but it's really like I checked my screen time. I was spending like hours on my phone, but a lot of it was for entertainment purposes. Like I was on TikTok and I was on Instagram, and it's just like, no girl, we need to be on social media, either creating our content, doing research for our content, or putting our content on social media. We're not just doom scrolling, we're not just chilling, we have other things to do. So that was one of the things that really got me this month. But other than that, I really do feel like I had a great month. Now, imposter syndrome and the fear of stepping into my greatness, it did kind of halt me a little bit this month. It slowed me down. It didn't stop me. I was still reaching my goals. I was still moving forward. I was still doing what I had to do, but I did notice a little bit of procrastination here and there. Things that should have gotten done on like a Monday didn't get done until like a Thursday, and there was no real explanation behind why. It was just didn't get it done. So moving forward, I do have my helpful tips that I do for every month. So moving forward, one of the biggest helpful tips that I put down is for me to implement a nighttime routine. Now, my morning routine, chef's kiss, hands down, got it down packed. But my night routine, it varies from day to day because it just depends on the mood that I'm in, and I don't have like a set structure. So I have to sit down, think about the things that I need to get done, think about how I want to wind down for my night, and actually create and implement a nighttime routine, because it all flows together. You have a great morning, you have a good day, you have a great night, and it flows into the next day. So that's what I'm working on. I have to get my nighttime routine down packed. And then another thing to help me out for next month is that I have to listen to my higher self. Now, at this point in my glow up and living my flyest life journey, I am literally battling with the old me and the higher version of me. I could literally hear myself with the angel and the devil on my shoulder, like, oh, you can go ahead and scroll on TikTok for 2 hours. No, girl, you got stuff to do. Handle your business. It's like that all day, constantly. And a lot of my times, I find myself leaning towards the higher self, but a little bit here and there, I dibble and dabble and listen to this little old me, like, girl, it's okay, take a nap. Girl, it's okay, you ain't gotta edit that right now. You can do that in an hour. Take a nap, chill, relax. And I have to make sure that I listen to my higher self and think to myself, when I make certain actions, is this going to benefit me or is this going to harm me? Is this what the higher version of me does? If not, then we ain't doing it. So I have to listen to my higher self, and I have to make sure that every decision that I make is one for my betterment and pushing me closer to my goals, not pulling me away from them. Then I have to make sure that I have a little bit of me time every day. A little bit of me time. Now, usually my me time is in the morning when I get up and I do my morning routine, because I get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and like right now it's about 7:30 in the morning and my kids are still asleep. So I use this as my me time, but a lot of this time is spent with me doing this, recording content, editing content, scheduling things out, getting things together for them. So I need to make sure that I schedule at least 10 minutes to myself to just decompress, just breathe, meditate. So I have to make sure I implement that as well. But for the month of June, we're gonna call that Just Do It June, because we have our goals and we're not gonna let imposter syndrome or fear stop us or slow us down like it did this month. It slowed us down. It didn't stop us. Fear ain't stopping nothing, because we gonna do it anyway. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it anyway. But for now, I have to make sure that I'm doing it regardless of fear, regardless of anything. I'm not gonna let that slow me down at all. So for this month of this month of June, we're gonna do Just Do It June, and I have a lot of stuff that I have to get done, because y'all know I got my move coming up and I have to make sure I get all that ready. So I have savings goals, content goals, business goals, and moving goals. And then I have a lot of moving pieces, because y'all know I'm a mother of 3. So I have to make sure that I find a balance from handling everything that I need to handle, taking care of all my business, and taking care of myself as well. Because if y'all are watching this channel, y'all obviously, are in some similar situation of mine. You're trying to balance growth, probably children, your life. Like that meme that I saw on TikTok when it was like a girl, she was running, and she was out of breath, like, And it was like me trying to balance, not spazzing out, being a good mom, drinking my water, minding my business. Like, literally, it's a lot. So for the month of June, I'm going to make sure I prioritize my goal over my mood to make sure that I get things done, but also taking my mood into consideration when it comes back to me doing what I need to do for myself to make sure that I can keep going, because I don't want to risk burning out or crashing out or just getting overwhelmed and stopping altogether. So I have to make sure for the month of May that I handle all of my business, take care of myself, and find a balance. So y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know how that works out, because it sounds easy, but it ain't gonna be easy, because it hasn't been easy. But hey, such is life. So overall, the month of May for me was a good month. It wasn't a bad month. It wasn't a wasted month. I learned a lot, I experienced a lot, and I lived a lot, and I love it. And for the month of June, we are going to focus on doing what we have to do to achieve our goals. Moving forward, we're going to have a good month. We're going to have a great month. Oh, I just hit myself in the mouth. We're going to have a great month for the month of June. Great, fantastic, because hey y'all, June, we got Juneteenth, we got the first day of summer. Like, come on, summer is here. We're going to have a great month of June, and I'm already claiming that. Because I'm gonna hit the ground running. I'm gonna do what I have to do. Scared, nervous, unmotivated, whatever, I'm gonna do it anyway, because that's what I have to do. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, or if you had anything that you wanted to add to the conversation, please let me know down below. But yeah, let's, if you like the video, make sure you like the video on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because obviously you have good taste because you're still here. And I will check you guys in my next video. Peace.